Energi is a layer 1 blockchain, kind of like Ethereum. They've been around for a while now, since 2017 actually, and they survived that brutal bear market. But through that whole time, they've been launching many new features in the past few years, like some clutch DeFi features, a new Energiswap DEX that I'm going to show you how that works in a bit, and other unique aspects like their 4-pillar system and something called the Energy Bureau of Investigations, kind of like their version of the FBI. So if you're curious about anything I just said and want to learn more about Energi, then strap in my friend and let's dive right in. Hey everyone, I'm Kevin from BFB, and we actually made a video about Energi back in 2019. So when they reached out to us recently for a sponsored updates video, I was like, sure, I'm really curious to see what they've been up to after all. So I agreed to take a look. And I found that they've grown significantly in terms of team, adoption, and features that they've launched. So without further ado, let's take a look at some of the aspects that stood out the most to me. First, what exactly is Energi, right? It's a smart contracts blockchain, just like Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, or Polkadot, for example. But one big difference is that they have this unique 4-pillar system, and that is the smart contracts platform, governance, treasury, and masternodes. And they want to be really intentional with each pillar. So instead of just focusing most of their energy on one and not giving enough attention to the others, they have dedicated teams to maintain and improve each one. So the idea here is that they can all thrive together and help lift each other up and operate at max efficiency. Maybe in some other video, I'll touch on the rest of the pillars, but for this one, I want to zoom in to governance because that includes some really unique security features that I bet you haven't seen at all in the crypto world. So when I usually hear governance, that usually means like you get a vote on changes to the protocol or how the funds are used, right? But what's special here is that Energi's governance includes security. Specifically, they want to help their users and their communities and protect them against hackers or scammers. Other blockchains and other companies, they just say tough luck, you're on your own, right? Personal responsibility. But Energi has built in fund recovery systems and other preemptive security features too. If you think about it, all of this is made possible by the other pillar, the treasury pillar, which makes sure that all of these security systems and features are well funded and available for everyone. The first thing that they offer is 24/7 live support. So you get to talk to a real team member if you run into any problems, if you're scared that you might have got scammed, rather than dealing with a bot or like an automated email, right? The second is that you can set up notifications to alert you in case there's some suspicious activity with your wallets or your account, like stealing funds. And the third is their 3.5-day delay for fund transfers. So that if you notice something is wrong, you can ask them to freeze that and then potentially recover it if your funds get stolen, scammed, or maybe you just made a boneheaded mistake and sent it to the wrong address, right? That's something that we've always been worried about ourselves in the crypto space, especially before hitting that button to send for like a large transaction. So the team will review on a case-by-case basis and they can freeze transactions and work with you to recover your funds. In general, they're not just going to reverse transactions without good reason, but if you talk with them and explain your situation, then they will most likely help out. All of this makes them super beginner friendly, right? Because I know so many people in my groups who have fallen to scammers and could definitely have used some help like this. They go one step further with their security, right? They even have something called the EBI, or Energy Bureau of Investigations, like their version of the FBI. They hired people from the cybersecurity space and intelligence industries from their funds, and those people became part of their team to help potential victims in their community. I think this is really awesome support that they give us, much better than those exchanges that take weeks on ends to answer our tickets and just leave us out to dry, right? And the EBI works with their Energi defense team who helps prosecute criminals and attackers through the legal system. So like once they identify bad actors, they can help you build a case against them and potentially help you file the suit as well to have some recourse in the real world. So they really go above and beyond here. But all that stuff I just explained, the 4 pillars, has been around for a while, right? I want to turn our attention to the new and exciting DeFi features. They recently launched an Energiswap DEX, and that is growing quickly in terms of liquidity and volume, right? They have between 10 to 15 million in terms of liquidity. and almost 200 trading pairs supported. All the pairs are with their native NRG token. And the reason that they wanted to make this DEX was because they saw other DEXs having just a bad experience for users, right? So they wanted something with lower fees and also with better security and support. They allow us to get lower fees because it's running on their own blockchain, right? That means that they can also offer all of their native features like the EBI support, fund recovery, suspicious alerts, and 24/7 support. All of that is available for the Energiswap DEX users too. Coming real soon is also a bridge that will let them bring Ethereum assets over to the Energiswap ecosystem too. So that's really exciting, and that's gonna bring a lot more use cases and adoption too. What I want to do real quick right now is to give you a live look at the Energiswap DEX and what it's like to trade on there, because I think you'll be really happy to see that it's not difficult at all and you can put a trade in just like a few minutes. All right, here we go. I'm on the Energy homepage. Click on DeFi and then click on Energiswap. And boom, here we go. It looks pretty similar to the Uniswap user interface. Click on Connect Wallet. As you can see, we need MetaMask. So be sure to have your MetaMask extension on your browser. And then when you click on MetaMask, you'll know that I already have my Energy mainnet there, but you need to click on Settings, scroll down to Networks to add a Custom Rpc Network. And you need to click on the Add Network button and fill out this form, right? So where do we get this information from? Well, you go back to their homepage, click on Additional Resources, then Help Desk. Click on the Energiswap section, and then click on that article, How to Use Energiswap on Mainnet. It's pretty long, but you can scroll all the way down until you get to section 1.1.4.4, and those are the info that you can copy paste. So go back to Settings, and then Network, Add Network, just copy paste them in, just like I'm doing right here. And I already have mine in, but you just click on the save, then you're ready to go. So now you can click on Connect Wallet and just click Next, just follow the confirmations, boom, you're good to go. Now you can choose a swap for anything. I want to trade some NRG for ADA. You can look at all the different information like the fees and whatnot. When you click on swap, MetaMask is gonna pop up. Click on confirm, boom, that's it, transaction submitted. It's now pending, and in just a few seconds, boom, the swap is completed. So as you can see, that was a super simple experience, and you should definitely go try that out for yourself. You can do the math for how much money you'd save on fees even. It kind of reminds me of PancakeSwap, but better since it has Energy's special services and features. Now, I'm sure you have a lot of questions still, and as always, I recommend that before you go ape into a project, you should go join their community and ask questions and get to know them more. Their community is super passionate and active, and they partake in many initiatives like their charity foundation called Energy Impact. And they also play video games with each other in their Energy Arcade to earn NRG tokens and get bragging rights. I think one huge reason why this community is so involved and active is because the team has been super transparent from the start. Like in their treasury, all the funds that they use, they write out in full public disclosure how it's being spent every month. Like for example, any marketing campaigns or any payments they make will be outlined there in a line by line item. And some of it goes back to the community too, for their own benefit. If any of this has piqued your curiosity, definitely go join their Discord. I'll leave a link for you down below. That's it for now, but I do plan on making another video about them in a few weeks, and I'll dive into the other parts that I only glossed over today, right? There's 4 pillars after all, 3 more pillars for me to touch on. Let me know if you have any thoughts or questions though, and whether you want me to cover masternodes or treasury or their smart contract features next, so I can be sure to focus on that in my next video about Energy. I'm Kevin from BFB. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and cheers.